So good morning, friends. Today's practice is one of the third chakra, Manipura Chakra or Manipuri Chakra. Mani meaning jewel, and Pura, Puri, means full. For example, there are so many cities in India called Puri or called something Pur, and this is because the city is full of people. So the Manipuri is the place in the body, the navel center, that is full of jewels, so radiant and gem-like. It's the source of our luster. The navel, the digestive fire, the navel center is the source of our luster, the source of our radiance. So we'll start with the hands in Vajra Mudra, Vajra meaning diamond. So here's this imagery of the jewel again. And we take this mudra, index fingers together, and then middle fingers together. So index fingers to thumb, touching, middle fingers together, and then we fold all of the other fingers down. So fourth and fifth fingers fold down. And this mudra resembles a diamond. It resembles a diamond shape in the Vajra Mudra. Let the middle fingers point forward from the navel. Relax your shoulders back and down. Begin to deepen your breath. And feel your breath naturally directed towards your navel. The third chakra, the radiant jewel inside the center of the being. Manipura Chakra also is the access point for our vitality and our energy, the source of how much energy we have to make it through the storm. My inner jewel shines brightly. Hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra, the Gayatri mantra, the song of inner light. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savatur Vareniyam Bhargo Devyasya Dinahi Diyoyonaf Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savatur Vareniyam Bhargo Devyasya Dinahi Diyoyonaf Prachodayat. Let's chant Om together. Inhale. Om. Welcome to your practice, one of kindling the radiance of the navel chakra. Intertwine the fingers. We'll begin with Agni Pranayama, breath of fire. Index fingers up towards the sky. Slow and steady Agni Pranayama from the navel. 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 From Inhale. Lengthen the spine, lift up through the root. Exhale. Inhale. Slow, steady Agni Pranayama. Inhale. Retain the breath, lengthen. Exhale. Slow, steady Agni Pranayama. Inhale. Lift the pelvic floor. Exhale. Slow, steady breath of fire growing faster. Inhale, gaze up towards the third eye. Exhale out through the mouth, let the arms soften down onto the knees. Hands onto the knees, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Hold the breath out, draw the navel up and in. Take the rib cage out to the side, Uddiyana Bandha. Release, inhale. Exhale out softly through the mouth. Inhale deeply. Exhale out completely. If you like to, you can swipe your hands. Take an Uddiyana Bandha. Release, inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Exhale out all the breath. Swipe your hands. Uddiyana Bandha. Release, inhale. Exhale out completely. We'll come down on our backs to start our asana practice today. Bringing your knees into your chest and rocking side to side. Beginning to activate the Manipura, the navel chakra, hands down onto the mat, tips of the scapula in. Inhale, lift the pelvis up. Exhale, pelvis down. So taking this as a kriya action or a moving action, simply inhaling up with the breath and exhaling down. And of course, if it feels better to you to hold, do so. Beginning to pump the pelvis and the navel forward and back. And this begins to activate the hormone system, telling our bodies, telling our minds that we are successful and confident. So we get a little dopamine drip going, not too much, just enough. It also begins to activate our digestive fire. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Take your hands behind your head. Right elbow, left knee, right leg floats. Exhale, other side. You could take this very slowly and steadily, or faster, exhaling, coordinating the exhale and inhalation. Pressing the lower back down into the mat, curling the navel in. Knees into your chest, hug them in. Next Kriya action, hands down onto the mat. Inhale, draw your legs up towards the sky. Exhale, draw your legs out in front, floating above the mat. Inhale, knees into chest. Hands can be underneath the buttocks. The knees can remain bent the whole time. Pumping the navel. So we're bringing a lot of blood flow into the navel. Knees in, hug the knees in. Opposite direction, hands down onto the mat or underneath the buttocks. Exhale, inhale, exhale. The body will begin to feel warm, the legs warm, the navel warm. Oops, I messed up. I think I switched directions. That's okay. Knees in towards the chest, rock side to side. Clasp the hands behind your head. Inhale, draw your left elbow up to the outside of your right knee. Parivrita Bakasana. So here we are in our revolved crow pose and arm balance. We just happen to be on our backs. Exhale, it's all a matter of perspective. Hands down onto the mat. Inhale, right elbow up outside of left knee. Press with the hands. Draw the navel in. Exhale, back of the head down onto the mat. Take the legs straight up towards the sky. Circle through the ankles. Knees into chest, flex the feet. Inhale, left elbow up outside of right knee. Press through the hands. Exhale, back of the head back onto the mat. Inhale, right elbow up outside of left knee. Exhale, release down and back. Knees out to the side, hands behind the head. Last Kriya for the navel for now, for the moment. Inhale, draw knees and elbows up together, head up. Exhale, open out. Inhale, draw up and in, chin to chest, knees to elbows. Exhale, open out. Inhale, pull up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the heat that you're generating right at the belly button. And draw your knees in towards your chest. Either rock back and forth on the spine or roll over onto your right side. Come up to seated. Hands down onto the mat, knees down onto the mat. Straight through the shoulders, circle through the wrists. One direction and then the other. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. So the breath here in downward facing dog rests in the navel. And the focus here in traditional Ashtanga yoga is on the navel. So long, deep breathing into the navel as you merge into your downward facing dog, and hold it for a few breaths. Activating your navel. Take your knees down onto the mat and roll up onto your knees. You can tuck the toes if you like to, opening out all the meridians at the back of the feet. If that doesn't work for you, release the toes or sit onto a block. Hands onto the knees. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Pump the navel in and out without breathing. Then inhale. Agni, Sara, Kriya. Exhale, lean forward. Pump the navel in and out without breathing. Inhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping the toes tucked to generate a little bit of fire. Or toes can be released, or you can sit on a block. Take the arms up, index fingers together. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale. As you exhale, all the fingers together, press palms up towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, hands to the heart center. Lift through the right side of the waist. Draw right elbow across to the left knee. Press the left hand on top of the right and rotate through the heart. Inhale back to center. Intertwine fingers, index fingers straight up. The navel chakra gives us discipline. All the fingers intertwined. Press palms up towards the sky. Breathe down into the lower back, into the kidney area. Exhale, hands to heart center, lift. Squeeze the inner thighs. Left elbow comes across right knee. Press the palms together. Inhale to the center. Exhale, hands down onto the mat. Release the toes. Circle through the ankles. Walk your hands out in front of the shoulders. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet underneath your hips. Lift through your heart center. Exhale, release down. Deep breath. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Utkatasana. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale up. Gaze to the thumbs. The eyes relate to the third chakra. Exhale down and over the legs. Inhale up halfway. Gaze to the third eye. Exhale, legs out behind you. Knees and chest or through Chaturanga. Inhale, expand, upward facing dog, Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 5 long deep breaths, focusing at the navel. I'm losing my wires. Ground into your left heel. Inhale the right leg up. Roll the right inner thigh in and up. This could be done from the knee. Exhale, right knee to nose, stoking the fire. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. And if you want music, inhale up. You can always find me on Spotify. A bunch of really great playlists there. Inhale up, high lunge or low lunge. Hands down to the mat, right foot meets the left, knees and chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, sphinx or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground into the right heel. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to nose. Same thing, this could be done from the knee. Deep breath, exhale, draw left foot through, right knee down onto the mat or lifted. Inhale, expand up. Hands to the mat, left foot meets right, optional vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog. Breath at the navel. Walk your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Bend your knees, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, lift up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale up, lift. Exhale, swan dive down and over the legs. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees and chest. Inhale, expand, upward facing dog, sphinx or cobra. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground into the right heel. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, stoking the navel fire. Inhale up, exhale. Draw the left foot through, right knee down onto the mat or lifted. Inhale up, high lunge. Open through the right side of the waist. Right elbow comes across left knee. Left hand on top of right. Hands to the mat, left foot meeting right, knees and chest or chaturanga. Inhale, expand up. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Ground into the left heel. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose 3 times. Draw the right foot through, knee down onto the mat. Inhale, up, high lunge. Lengthen through the left side, rotate into a twist. Feel the twist at the navel. Activating Manipura Chakra, the city of jewels, full of jewels in the navel. Hands down to the mat, right foot meeting left, optional vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Breath at the navel, walk feet up underneath the hips. Make sure you switch leading foot. Inhale, expand up, exhale down. Bend the knees, draw the inner thighs in. Inhale, lift up. Gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, stand up straight. Hands to the sides of the waist. This posture, hands to the sides of the waist, tips of the shoulders back, activates the navel chakra. So just hold this variation on Tadasana, mountain pose, and feel this sense of confidence that generates energy through the solar plexus. Lengthen through the sides of the waist, bring the chest down, feet hip distance apart, peace sign fingers around the big toes, lift up, elbows to the outside, draw the chest down and over the legs. Thumbs to the back, fingers to the front. Inhale up to standing. Again, plant the feet. Heart expanded, navel expanded. Confidence. Inhale, lengthen through sides of waist. Exhale, down and forward. This time, hands underneath the soles of the feet, toes to wrists. Inner thighs in, chest drawing down. Hands to the sides of the waist, thumbs behind, fingers in front. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, ground into your feet. Warrior one from standing. If you like to, you could move through a vinyasa. I'm going to take it from standing, this stability. Right leg back, left knee forward, left foot forward, left knee bends, right inner thigh in. Press into pinky toe edge of the back right foot. Inhale, draw the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Now, a common thing here is to have the feet too narrow. And that is for stability, that's fine. But let's see if we can lengthen the feet, find the confidence in the navel, press into the back heel, and draw the heart center up. And clasp your hands behind your back. Draw your chest down and on top of this front left knee, hovering, lifting pinky fingers up towards the base of the skull. Release the arms down, send the tailbone down, inhale all the way up, rotate through the chest, right hand down the back of the right leg, rotate left arm up, all the way up and over to Virabhadrasana 4. Inhale, warrior 2, chest over the hips, left knee rolling back, inhale the arms straight up. Hands to the mat, optional vinyasa, rotating through right heel or back to downward facing dog. Breathe into the navel. Draw your feet underneath your hips. Lift through the heart center. Exhale, release down, spread the toes, deep breath. Inhale up, exhale, hands to the heart center. Hands to the sides of the waist. Draw your left leg out behind you. Same thing, warrior 1, bend into your right knee. Tailbone down, legs wide, committing through the pinky toe edge of the back left foot. Inhale the arms up. Activating the lustrous gems inside of yourself. The shining light. And clasp your hands behind your back, or you can use a strap. Draw the tips of the scapula together. Draw the chest down just on top of the right thigh. Lengthen. Send the tailbone down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate through the chest. Left hand comes down the back of the left leg. Right arm rotates, palm rotates up. Open through the side of the waist. Inhale up, warrior two. Variation, rotate the palms up. Bring the hands together above the crown of the head. Hands to the mat. Optional vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog, breathing into the navel. Walk your feet up underneath your hips. Lift through your heart center. Exhale, release down. Feet hip distance apart. Bend the knees over the midline of the feet. Hands to the heart center. Inhale, lift. Left elbow, draw it across the right knee. Pull the left knee back in line with the right. Rotate through the head. Parivrita Uttanasana. Inhale back to the center. Spread the toes, right elbow across left knee, and then pull this right knee back in line with the left. Send the tailbone down. Inhale, arms by the ears, low Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up straight. Exhale, hands to the sides of the waist. Activate tips of the scapula down the back. Parivrita Trikonasana, to rotate the navel. Right leg back behind. Right foot forward, left leg back behind. I'm facing this way now. Inhale, draw, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down to a block. Pull the head of the right femur back. Rotate the left rib cage under. Draw the right arm up towards the sky. Bend the knees. Bring the hands back. Feet down onto the mat. Downward facing dog or optional vinyasa. Revolving the navel. Inhale, draw the feet up underneath the hips, lift through the heart. Exhale, release down. Inhale, up to standing. Parivrita Trikonasana, other side. Revolve triangle, right foot back behind. Press into the pinky toe edge of the back right foot. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down to the block or to the mat. Pull the head of the left femur back. Rotate right rib cage under. Draw the left arm up towards the sky. Hands down to the mat. Optional vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Draw your feet all the way through. Take a seat down onto your sits bones. Navasana, feet lifted or feet down onto the mat. Lift out of the lower back, palms up, heart center open. Hands to the heart center. Lift up, rotate left elbow across right knee. Inhale to center. Inhale again. Exhale, rotate other side. Back to center. Inhale. Take your back left toes to the mat. Draw left elbow across right knee. Inhale to center. Right toes to the mat. Right elbow across left thigh. You can use your hand also, but you get this slight rotation through the navel to center. Straighten the legs. Hover left leg. Draw left elbow to right thigh. Inhale, center. Hover right leg, right elbow, left thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, up. Exhale, draw the legs underneath you. If you don't know where your navel is by now, I don't know. Hands down onto the mat, feet down onto the mat, downward facing dog. I do. And draw your feet up underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Deep breath, inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Draw your legs out wide. Sit down, nice stance. We're gonna push left hand across, back to center. Push right hand across, back to center. Ha, ha. If you like to, you can use the ha solarizing mantra. Ha, 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 ha. Feel the power ha of the ha mantra. Ha. Inhale, straighten arms, straighten legs. Exhale. Okay, so here, rotate through this back left heel and push the right hand forward, then rotate back, sit down. Rotate, right heel, right arm. So it's into a twist and then back down. So look at how that works. You rotate, this knee is going to stay aligned. Might bring the heel into line, push, rotate back, sit, lift, the heel, same arm as leg, rotate, push, engage through the back buttock, sit, and then we'll take the ha, ha. Inhale, push, make sure this heel slides forward. Ha. Get into the sumo wrestler energy. Ha. Ha. The third chakra is so much about our power, our personal power. Ha. One more each side. Push. Ha. One more. Ha. Inhale. Straighten arms, straighten legs. Hands to the sides of the waist. Draw feet back in, plant the feet. Back to this cardinal, confident pose. Tadasana. Bend the knees, hands onto the thighs. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Pump the navel in and out. Little belly dance, Agni Sara. Inhale. Exhale. Pump the navel in and out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Straighten through arms, straighten through legs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Joints of the big toes together, heels apart. Parivrita Bakasana or preparation. Bend the knees, hands to the heart center. Bring the left hand down to the mat and come all the way up onto the toes to this Pashuasana. take the right arm up, lengthening through the sides of the waist, and then bring the right hand down. Right here could be your posture. Watch that the knees are in line and really lift the lower belly. So you can find this navel chakra energy right here. If you'd like to, claw with the fingers, begin to rock the weight forward. First, lift your left toes and then maybe your right toes as you hover into our revolved crow. Navel, power, toes down. Paschimottanasana. Hands, microphone interference, around the knees. Little stump pose. Right hand down, squeeze the inner thighs, lift left arm up. It's a really nice opportunity to open through the side of the waist here, and then hand down to the mat. Pull the navel up and in, chin to chest. The navel chakra curls in like the baby, the fetus curled around its belly button and its umbilical, right? That primal seed of life. When you ask a little child who they are, they pat their belly button. If you like to begin to rock the weight forward, first loosen right toes, then left. Sit down onto the toes. Take the feet out wider. Crow pose from Yogi Bhajan. Knees over midline of feet. Hands can be behind the heels or wrap to the ankles, or hands wrap all the way on top of the feet. Sling your tailbone back. Lengthen through the neck because you pull back with the knees onto the elbows. We feel the sides of the neck lengthen. And lift, tailbone up, draw the heart center down, feet as wide as the mat. Sling the weight back into the heels, functional forward fold. Take the arms forward. Hands plant down, walk your feet back to downward facing dog. Some friends could move through a vinyasa. Twisted monkey pose, variation on Anjaneyasana. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot comes through. Left knee down onto the mat. First variation, slightly out through the right toes, right arm up. Hand could come to the lower back or wrap the hand all the way back towards the foot. Press foot into hand and then draw heel into buttock. Open through the chest. Stretching through the quadriceps now that we've used them quite a lot. And place your hands down onto the mat. Draw your front foot back to meet your back. Some friends through the vinyasa. Some friends back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot through. Right knee down onto the mat. Bend through the back right knee. Rotate left arm up. You could stop right here. Hand to the lower back or reach hand to foot. Press foot into hand. And then draw the heel in towards the buttock. Release, downward facing dog. Come down onto your belly. First posture, near Lamba Dhanurasana. Bend the knees, flex the feet, reach the hands back towards the ankles, but don't make a clasp. Rotate, thumbs down, pinky fingers up, heart center opens. Gently release down. Forehead onto the hands. Makrasana. Bow pose, strong tonification for the navel. Reach hands back to the ankles if you'd like to. Draw shoulders back. Rock forward and back on the navel. Gently release. Hands onto the mat, forehead onto the hands, windshield wiper the legs side to side. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Pause into a child's pose, or if you like to, several more vinyasa. Our next posture is a makrasana from Ashtanga. It necessitates very strong engagement of the navel. The modification will be here on the knees. Squeeze the inner thighs. Forward, inhale. Exhale, we'll take 3 times. The more complete posture, up onto the toes, squeeze the inner thigh. Hop forward, 1, 2, 3, and then release, child's pose. We'll take 1 more set, so I'll go through the modification. Try not, if you're doing the jumps, to wave the body. Keep the body very strong. There will be some movement. We don't want to be brittle, but we're trying to engage into the core and into the navel as much as possible. So here's the modification. Inner thighs in. 1. Elbows in. 2. 3. And child's pose. Roll up through the spine, bring the legs around to the front. Draw left leg out long, bend your right knee, draw right foot across your left leg. If you like to, left toes back by the buttock. You don't have to. Matsya Andrasana, the king of the fishes. Draw the left arm up, left elbow across right knee. Lift out of the sides of the waist, right hand comes behind. And we rotate into a twist. Focus the breath here at the navel. Then release, other side, right leg out long, bend your left knee across the right, left foot across the right. The toes are just about the height of the knee, and then draw your right heel back by the buttock if you like to. Inhale, draw the right arm up. Exhale, right elbow across left knee. Lift, rotate and twist, left hand behind. Exhale, release. Breathing at the navel. Left leg out long. Bend your right knee. Place your right toes right alongside the left knee. Then roll your inner thigh in. Take your left hand up. Left elbow to right knee. Right hand behind. Lift, rotate, and twist. Exhale, release, right leg out long. Bend your left knee. Inhale, right arm up. Lift, rotate and twist. Exhale, release left leg out long. Bend right knee. Now we're going to go to the open side. So draw the right arm up, right elbow inside of left knee. Left hand behind. Now we have to really draw. So left inner thigh down and in. Don't let the leg rotate out. Inner thigh down and in. Fingers behind. Lift and rotate. Exhale, release Marichi Asana, one of the sages, great sages of yoga. Take right leg out long, bend left knee, left elbow to inside of left knee, right hand behind, draw the right inner thigh in, lift and rotate. Inhale deeply, exhale, release both legs out long. Churning the buttermilk ocean. Inhale forward, exhale, lean back. Hands intertwine. And rotate the other direction. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, the arms straight up. Sits bones down. Exhale, lengthen. Lift out at the sides of the waist. Exhale, draw down. Paschimottanasana. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Take the inversion of your choice. So I'm going to take a Sarvanga Asana. Just the crown of my head down and elbows down and pressing into my elbows. Chin is curled to the chest. You could also take a shoulder stand or a supported shoulder stand, or the legs up the wall, headstand, wide angle stance. But here I'll just take this Sarvanga Asana, draining any intensity out of the crown of the head. Sarvanga Asana and also Shirshasana headstand is very good for phlegm, mucus accumulation in the head or sinuses. Release to a child's pose or knees in towards your chest. Roll up through the spine, bring your legs around to the front. Come down onto your back, knees into your chest. Now here we're going to come into a happy baby pose. But as we exhale completely, we'll be doing that navel pumping in and out, where we use the muscles of our abdomen to pump the navel in and out. This increases digestive fire, strengthens the navel. Exhale out completely, and then pump your navel in and out. And then release, inhale. Just exhale out normally. Soften your jaw. Again, inhale. Exhale out all the way through your mouth. Pump your navel in and out. Inhale. Just exhale out. Soften one more time. Inhale. Exhale out all the breath. Now pump the navel in and out. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your heels down to your buttocks. Hands can be to your ankles or to the heels, and then let the knees wing out to the sides. Again, you'll feel a lengthening through your shoulders. Exhale, release, knees into chest. Supta Gomukhasana. You'll cross your left knee across your right, and then reach your hands down to your ankles. Don't pull on the toes here. Draw the heels up towards your rib cage and slightly out to the side. You'll feel an opening through the outside of your right hip, maybe the outside of your left hip. Take your legs and arms up towards the sky and wiggle everything. Cross your right knee across your left knee. Reach your hands down to your ankles. Draw the ankles out to the outside slightly and knees in towards the chest. And draw your legs up towards the sky, the arms up towards the sky, and circle your ankles. Place your feet down onto the mat as wide as the mat and begin to windshield wiper knees to either side. You could go very slowly or you could go faster. Place the soles of the feet together, the knees apart, hands to the lower belly, Supta Baddha Konasana. As you're ready, you move down into your Shavasana, taking your legs out long, onto the mat, placing your arms to the outsides, closing your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, moving the mind to the navel. And imagine at the navel a beautiful golden lotus with 10 petals. shining like a sunflower. Awakening self-esteem as a light that shines radiantly from the center of this flower, releasing the need to seek approval externally. Feeling the facet of abundant energy shining brightly, and the quality of determination, allowing you to meet challenges more confidently. And allowing this sunflower to cultivate the ability to act consciously. Awakening your radiant vitality. Draw in a deeper breath now. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, and then rotate your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your body. Rub the palms of your hands together and the soles of your feet together. Roll over onto your right side. Make your way up to seated. Come back to this Vajra Mudra. Index fingers, middle fingers touch. Index fingers and thumbs touch, Chin Mudra. Touch it together, and then middle fingers touch. And then draw the other fingers down in this little Vajra. And then rotate this out so it rotates out from your navel. Let this mudra rest here. Activating and awakening your inner jewel, your lustrous gem that shines brilliantly, empowering you to act with cooperation, compassion, and righteous action in the world. Place your hands at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Let's chant the Bij mantra of the navel center, Ram. Exhale out, inhale in. Ram. Dedicate any merit, any lustrous, shining, jewel-like quality, any vitality you've awakened through your practice. Offer it outward to anyone in need of vitality, anyone in need of courage, anyone in need of the determination to meet challenges. Offer that out to those in need. And we'll chant Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Awakening peace. Exhale out, inhale in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Much love to all of you.